How to change your body clock and become an early riser. Signs your man is ready to split rather than commit. How to get the celeb look for less. Welcome to Life Love Shopping. I'm Andrea Jackson.
And I'm Michelle Yarn. Ladies, you don't have to worry about your men going through your lingerie drawer anymore because a high-end designer has come up with a solution.
Your man's going through your lingerie drawer. You have a lot more to worry about.
This is true. This is true.
Just
I gotta set it up, you know?
I know, that was nice, Michelle.
Just wait.
Also, do you love Brussels sprouts, but you hate the way they smell in the kitchen?
No and yes.
Yes, yeah. We're going to help you to retrain your brain to learn to love healthy foods.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah. We know cats and dogs are so different, and if we acted like our pets, we think it might look something like this.
So true.
It is so true. And to add to the cat versus dog divide, a recent study revealed our political preferences may sway our decision to own a dog or a cat. Among the top 10 states for dog ownership, 9 of them voted for Republican Mitt Romney last November. These include Arkansas, Kentucky, Oklahoma, West Virginia, and Mississippi. As for the top 5 states for cat ownership, 4 of them voted for Romney's Democratic rival President Obama. The top 5 included Vermont, Maine, Oregon, Washington, and South Dakota. So what gives? There are a lot of theories. Some say it has more to do with your living situation, though. For instance, densely packed cities are more often found in blue states, and a city apartment makes a better home for a cat than a dog.
Still a pretty cool story, though, right?
It's a great story, and
Yeah.
it is so true. The video is so freaking hysterical.
You gotta watch the whole thing. It's so funny.
It's perfect. If you own a cat and a dog, you'll totally
Yeah,
appreciate it, or one or the other.
Absolutely. Well, if you're ready to add a couple of hours to your day, all you have to do is adjust your body's alarm clock and become an early riser. Sounds easier said than done, right? Well, here's some tips to do just that. No caffeine late in the afternoon. Drinking a cup of Joe 6 hours before bedtime is just as bad as drinking it 3 hours in advance of hitting the hay. You should also mentally prep for sleep. So make your tomorrow morning decisions the night before, like what to eat for breakfast or, you know, what to wear in the morning. Do that before you go to bed, so all you have to focus on is waking up. And wake up to light. Sleep with the curtains open because that sunlight cues your body to wake up. And finally, keep your alarm in check. Avoid hitting the snooze button. Again, sounds easier said than done.
Yeah.
But choose a good alarm tone as well, though, so you're not irritated the moment it goes off.
That is so important.
Yes.
I ended up changing my alarm on my iPhone because it had one that every time I would hear it was similar to a ring, and my body would like go
And then
into
you're
a
just
state
in
of
a
shock.
crappy mood
Yeah.
for the rest of the day. So that's a good one to follow.
So you've started dating a guy you really like, but you're not sure where the relationship might be going. Here are the signs he is likely to split rather than commit. He can't follow through on the small stuff. We've all had to schedule a date or find ourselves running late. However, if he can't commit to something like being on time when it comes to your time together, it's probably not a good sign. He doesn't make you a priority. Now, we're all busy with our careers and climbing the corporate ladder. It's one thing if he puts you off because of work, but it's another if he prefers to spend his weekends with his crew. It's a sign he's just not ready for a relationship. And he just got out of a relationship. Don't expect him to make a real commitment if you're the first girl in the picture after a big breakup. Give it some time. Every guy is ready when the right girl comes along.
Actress Drew Barrymore is the latest celebrity to add her Hollywood sparkle to a new cosmetics line. Drew's new beauty line, called Flower, is now exclusively available at all Walmart retailers. So, this self-professed drugstore queen and CoverGirl model merged her two favorites, skincare and cosmetics, to create 180 different products, including cleansers, there's nail polish, and there are makeup bags as well. New products are being added to the collection all month, and the entire line will be available by the end of January. The prices are drugstore friendly too, ranging from $5 to $14. And P.S. Flower Films is the name of Barrymore's production company, and she said it seemed like the perfect fit for a beauty brand because it's pretty uplifting and happy.
Have you ever wondered why there isn't a Victor's Secret? Yeah, neither have we. But leave it to the high fashion world to explore the possibility of men's lingerie. Get ready for this. It's Donatella Versace's latest creation. She debuted her lacy men's lingerie line during Milan Fashion Week. Okay. It's no surprise these fancy pants are a bit much for many. In addition to lace, the male models rocked mesh, fur and satin. Silk boxers are one thing, but would you take your man seriously if he were wearing these?
No, I wouldn't.
No, I bet other
I'm
men would
sorry.
take other men seriously if that's their sort of thing.
Maybe so.
Yes.
I can't handle this special stuff for the guys. I can't even handle a guy who's wearing socks when he goes to bed. So the lingerie, not so
Little
much.
too much.
Another fashion story, Vogue magazine is in big trouble for its photo tribute to Hurricane Sandy victims called Stormtroopers, shot by famed photographer Annie Leibovitz. The magazine released a quote in response to all of the anger. Quote, "With the area now on the mend, we paid the responders a visit, dressed them up in the best of New York's collections, and called them New York's other finest." So why are people so upset? Well, they argue that the photos cross the line because they're featuring models in $3,000 gowns. They're using storm-ravaged neighborhoods as the backdrop. And Sandy's damage, they say, shouldn't be used as a setting for a fashion shoot. And if the magazine really wanted to honor New York's finest, they say they should have dressed models in military gear and asked them to volunteer.
Feeling envious of those celebrity styles you've been seeing this award season, from the dress to the hair to the makeup? You can do it all yourself, believe it or not. Beauty and lifestyle expert Stacey Cox has the scoop straight from the red carpet. Thank you for joining us, Stacey.
Hey there, it's good to be with you.
So what are the big trends this season, and how do we get them on our not-so-celebrity budget?
Yes, I know you don't want to take a second mortgage out on your house to look glamorous. Like, I get it. Right now, what I'm seeing on trend in Hollywood is that throwback to Hollywood glamour. And if you want to achieve it, like we said, still have tuition, money for your kids' college tuition, I get it. One of the best kept Hollywood secrets is David's Bridal. I know you think wedding dresses and bridesmaid dresses,
Yeah.
but it is the go-to place online or at their retail locations for glamour on a budget. And what we saw with Claire Danes at the Golden Globes was that beautiful Versace halter neck red
Yes.
dress. Gorgeous. But they have something, I found it online on their website, very comparable for $99.99.
Oh, come on.
I mean, that's amazing.
That's gorgeous.
It's time to party in red. And then another color we saw on the red carpet lately that's been very popular is shades of white and cream.
Yeah.
David's Bridal has a gorgeous strapless lace dress with that mermaid trumpet bottom, and that bad boy retails for about $1,200 from the Oleg Cassini collection. The key thing to remember is that these dresses go from plus size to petite size, and you don't need to have a bunch of appointments and fittings. You just hit the ground running same day, take your dress, and wear it. So another thing I noticed that wasn't on the red carpet were faux tans. So we're looking at Zooey Deschanel with that very natural luminescent complexion and glow. Best way to get it, what I found out is she's a fan of the Cetaphil products. They're dermatologist-approved, award-winning cleansers and moisturizers. What you're looking at is the original gentle cleanser, no residue, washes on and off with or without water, which is pretty convenient and user-friendly, and great if you have sensitive skin, whether that's rosacea or maybe acne. I also saw on trend, or what's becoming really hot, is that bright megawatt smile, and one of the best and easiest ways to achieve it is using Crest white strips. It will literally transform your teeth and whiten and brighten your teeth, because when we age and when we have different diet habits, our teeth will tend to lose their whiteness. So they have a collection of white strips that you can use them in 30 minutes or 2 hours, depending on your lifestyle, but it will transform you. And then with the lip, I just saw a lot of wine colors and pops of peach, but what you do is if you focus on the lip, keep your eyes and cheeks more neutral and subtle.
All right, Stacey, some great advice. I love Cetaphil too. For more information on all of Stacey's great tips, all you need to do is just head to our website.
So the wine menu at a restaurant can be intimidating, but here is how to navigate the list and look like an expert by knowing just a few key wine terms. First off, a California Chardonnay is buttery, creamy, and round. You may even say it's a little bit oaky since it's been aged in wood barrels. If you're looking at a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, you're more into an acidic, fruity white wine with a lighter body. As for red, an Australian Shiraz is also fruity, even jammy, you could say. The big fruit flavor really packs a punch. And if you're sipping on a Cab from France's Bordeaux region, just know it has more tannins. The tannic quality is what makes a red wine taste bold, but gives it structure and balance during the aging process. Okay.
Thinking about living a sugar-free lifestyle, our friends over at galtime.com zeroed in on the pros and cons of going sugar-free. Let's start off with the cons. You may crash and burn big time if you give up all forms of sugar at once. You could suffer a serious sugar crash and then overcompensate by binging on all kinds of sweet stuff. And you might even feel deprived by crossing everything off the sugar list from ice cream to soda. Instead, take it slow. And remember, moderation is always the key when it comes to making changes that last. Now for the pros. If you stick with it, you're likely to kick most of your sweet tooth cravings after just a few weeks. Once you start drinking unsweet tea, you will really notice a difference when you get a swig of the sweet stuff. And you will love the way you look and feel when you start getting refined or cutting refined sugars and sweets from your diet. Expect to see the scale go down, your energy go up, and your skin look brighter. Plus, your brain will be more focused and your mood more balanced.
And it's amazing how much hidden sugar is in our food.
Yeah, and when beauty experts tell you that sugar does more damage to your skin than the sun, that's when it really makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yes. Still more to come here on Life Love Shopping. The most famous kids in college right now, who are they and how are they handling the spotlight on campus?
And find out how to get your red carpet glam on with just a few simple tricks from a celebrity makeup artist. But first, we're taking a look at the most requested celebrity hairstyles by city, starting with double highlights and the Witherspoon in Atlanta, Georgia.
January means awards season in Hollywood, but the stars shouldn't get all the glory. Here to show us how to get our glam on is celebrity makeup artist and beauty expert Mickey Williams. Thank you for joining us, Mickey.
Thank you for having me. Are you ready for award season?
I'm ready for it. Now, how can we get the glamorous look without spending a fortune?
Well, actually, there's a couple of things that you really can save money on, but then there's definitely a few things that if you're going to spend money and you want to follow the trends, I can help you with that too. So I've partnered a few companies here to kind of show you where you can spend and where you don't have to. So first of all, like all the huge celebrity trend is like showing as much skin as possible. And when you ask them how they do it, they're like, I've had everything laser hair removed, you know, and it's just like, that is something that most of us cannot afford, okay? And I think that a lot of women shy away from kind of like, you know, removing all of their hair that way because they haven't found the right razor. So I am introducing that to you right now. This is the Bic Soleil Savvy, and what's so cool about it is this is basically, it has a 4 disposable cartridges and a disposable handle. And it has this great little handle that gets around all those crazy little grooves, so it's great, it's very comfortable, and it creates this flawlessly smooth shave. So girls, go back to the basics and learn how to shave. You don't have to go and spend a ton of money on laser hair removal. And then hair color. Now, look at my hair. I'm telling you, if there's something that you're gonna spend money on your hair, ladies, okay? And this is something that we're seeing as a really cool trend on the red carpet right now. This is Wella Illumina Color, and they just launched the Illumina Color line. It's a permanent hair color line that creates natural, luminous results. We're seeing January Jones, Gerard Butler even, Rebecca Romaine sporting this on the red carpet. It's gonna keep your hair closest to its virgin hair state. It's gonna leave a transparent cover, but it's also going to cover your gray. So we're seeing a huge trend with that. It's an amazing color. And then everyone asks me, do you have really expensive makeup in your makeup kit? No, okay, no, I don't. I love drugstore beauty, and this is one of my favorite lines. This is Physicians Formula Sexy Booster Collection, and it has these great blushers, bronzers, and a lip stain. Look how cute those little stilettos are, okay?
Love those.
But what's so cool about it is it has ingredients that mimic pheromones to kind of enhance your sexy style, and it also has a warm musk that people love when I apply to them. Drugstore friendly, so you don't have to go crazy. There's saving bucks right there. And then do you remember all that hysteria about when people were going out, celebrities and athletes, and getting those HGH injections?
Yep.
Craziness. What if I told you you're going to go crazy over this? That now, after 30 years of research, Sarah Vital HGH has created a natural, safe supplement that you can take that's going to give you that fountain of youth without having to do all of those synthetic crazy injections. You're going to sleep better, hair's going to look better, skin's going to look better, nails going to look great. It's basically fountain of youth in 4 pills a day.
All right, Mickey Williams, thank you. For more info, just head to our website.
Wouldn't it be great if we actually craved healthy foods instead of sweets? Well, while we can't magically make broccoli taste like cake, we can tell you how to retrain your brain and learn to love the good-for-you stuff. Author Barb Stuckey has these tips. Fool your nose. It may not be the taste of Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, or broccoli that you hate, but actually the smell. So try steaming or roasting them, which releases the smelliest compounds, and then take that food and go eat it in any room other than the kitchen. You can also train your tongue. Try these flavor training techniques. Let's say you love sweet stuff. This is a good tip for kids too. Add a tiny bit of sugar to your veggies for a few days, then slowly reduce the amount until you're eating them sugar-free. Now, if you love salty foods, try the same technique but use vinegar instead. And please your eyes. A recent study showed the more contrast on your plate, the less you eat. So for instance, the next time you're serving up pasta Alfredo, try putting it on a red plate instead of a white one, and that way you can really see how much food you're about to take in.
And also, plate size is really important
Yeah.
too when it comes to portion control. If you can use smaller plates, it'll look like you got a huge
Like
amount of
yeah,
food.
and you've cleared your plate, 'cause a lot of
Yeah.
people have a problem with that. They feel like they have to finish it.
They are the most famous kids in college. Who are they, and how are they handling life in the campus spotlight?
Jessica Reyes from our news partner, The Daily Buzz, has the scoop. Hey, Jess.
Hello, and that's right, ladies. These kids are doing it all. We'll start off with Scott McCreery. He won the 10th season of American Idol in 2011 while he was in high school. Since then, he's come out with his own country album, Clear as Day, and he's won numerous awards. McCreery is a freshman at North Carolina State, majoring in communications. Meanwhile, he is still recording new songs when he's not studying. Next up, Emma Watson. Watson, who is most famous for her role in the Harry Potter movies, began her college career as a freshman at Brown University in 2009. However, the pressure that comes with fame and rigorous studies caught up with her, and she decided to transfer to Oxford University for her junior year. Watson is now back at Brown, where she plans to complete her undergraduate degree. And last, Georgia May Jagger, the daughter of Mick Jagger and Jerry Hall. Georgia May Jagger has already made a name for herself as a Rimmel Cosmetics model in London, but that's not enough for the British beauty. She wants to pursue photography. She is a student at the New York's School of Visual Arts, where she is studying photography, art, and life drawing. And that's it, ladies. You can catch me weekday mornings on The Daily Buzz.
So she is a perfect example of when a gorgeous woman and a not so attractive guy get together and they produce beautiful objects.
Right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And talk about being overachievers, all these people.
No kidding. Thank you, Jess. Still more to come here on Life Love Shopping. Are you plain Jane, or maybe you're a Debbie designer?
Find out what your clothes say about you at the office coming up next.
Whether you're at work or play your clothes, send a message about you, but are you sending the one you want? Plain Jane's, this one's for you. If you're wearing the same old drab neutral colors, you're telling the world you want to blend into the background, or maybe you're just in a serious fashion rut. Retro Ritas, you know who you are, girl. We all love a little vintage, but a little goes a long way. Retro from head to toe says you are afraid to move forward. Are you an Annie the Granny? Well, if you're a young person who dresses like an old lady at work, you fear your coworkers, especially the older ones, because you don't think they respect you. So command their attention through your actions as well as your happening wardrobe. Maybe you're more the Debbie designer type. If you're decked out in Louis V, Burberry, and Tory Burch on a daily basis, you equate wealth with worth. Nothing wrong with a little bit of luxury, but just don't overdo it. And ladies who prefer to dress like a man by wearing suits and button-down shirts suggest they equate being feminine with being weak. On the flip side, if you dress like a hoochie mama, you're saying you have to show off your cleavage to get power in a man's world. You can strike a balance between the two and you will look awesome.
Yep. And from hoochie mamas to hemlines, here's what your skirt length says about you. Check out this photo called Judgments from Vancouver artist Rosea Lake. The picture has gone viral in an attempt to push the conversation. So you see it shows a woman's leg marked with handwritten labels every few inches, from prudism to flirty, asking for it, and then it gets worse from there the higher up you go. Lake is an 18-year-old student, and she posted the photo on Tumblr. It's received 289,000 hits and counting. So the more skin you show on the internet or the street, the more attention you'll get. No real shocker, but it's the kind of attention you receive that makes all the difference.
Whether you wear your skirt long or short, here are a few ways to keep your clothes looking brand spanking new. How do you keep whites looking their whitest? The main reason white items turn gray or become dull is because you throw them in with other colors. Wash all your whites separately and choose a detergent with a bleach or a whitening alternative. So skip the grays and the khakis, whites only. How do you keep darks their darkest? Well, wash darks separately and use the short cycle. Select the right setting depending on how dirty the clothes are and what fabric they're made of. Also turn your dark denim inside out.
Yes.
And how about keeping brights their brightest? Turn those brights inside out before throwing them in the washing machine and choose the short cycle for vibrant colors. If you're planning to clean tough stains, you'll just have to adjust your settings according to fabric and suggested temperature.
Some tricks of the trade.
There you
Well,
have it.
tomorrow on Life Love Shopping, we are catching up with Shorty Rossi about the new season of his show Pit Boss, and we scored an all-access pass to the Sundance Film Festival, so we are taking you behind the scenes.
Do not miss that one. That does it for Life Love Shopping today. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you tomorrow.